Thanks for coming in today. I wanted to see if you had any question about your child's math scores.
Yes, thanks for making the time to see me today. I am actually having a hard time understanding what the report says and how to read the scores.
Well, I'm happy to help. I can actually give you an overview of how to read it and what the map scores mean.
Well, that would be great, Miss Corley.
First, I want you to understand that the map test is something that I use to assess where each child is. It's more of a tool to help me see progress and to focus on what I need to do as a teacher throughout the year. It's my hope to use the test as a tool to support and monitor each student's progress in reading and math.
Oh, I didn't realize that, but that does make sense, Miss Corley.
Here is John's map report. You'll notice it's divided in two sections, math and reading. The bar graphs and the chart to the right show the same information just in different formats. Here I want to focus on this chart to the right of the graph in the math section to help you understand John's scores. You'll notice the first growth projection is 14. Well, John actually had a growth score of 18 in math, so he scored 4 points higher than originally projected. In general, if a student's growth is equal to or greater than the projection, then they are meeting or exceeding the growth that we thought they would meet.
So just to make sure I understand, John actually did better than he was projected since his growth score is higher than the growth projection?
That's correct. He did great on his math scores. The final column is the percentile range, and it contains a series of 3 numbers. The number in the middle is John's percentile rank. This is the percentage of students around the country that a student performs the same or better than on a test. In John's case, he scored in the 58th percentile, so he scored better than or equal to 58% of the students across the country.
Oh, that's great. That's a good way for me to know how he ranks compared to other students his age.
Yes, and I want to show you one more piece of data that only appears in the reading section of the report. This part is called the Lexile Range. It helps identify what types of additional resources we can use to help John grow in his reading. We can use this range to identify appropriately challenging books, periodicals, and other reading materials to help John.
So the Lexile Range is used to help us find books and other resources to help John improve as a reader?
Exactly. That pretty much sums up how to use the MAP score report. And again, this is something we use as teachers to see where each student is and give us feedback and to know what goals to set for each child and to help them achieve those goals in reading and math. Does that make sense?
Yes, this has been such a great help. Thank you so much for taking the time to explain John's scores to me. I am very pleased with where he is and where we think he can go.
It was my pleasure, and thank you for your support and for coming in today.
Thank you so much, Ms. Corley.